brand new album called Crossfire. So how are you doing, guys?
Fantastic. First up, I'd like to congratulate you on the release of your fourth album, Crossfire. Can you give me some insight into the ideas for Crossfire and how pleased you are with the finished production?
Crossfire, it's basically an album, well, I'll go back to the start actually. We decided to do a new album, and, you know, I work closely with Tom and James Martin, so we do write a lot of songs and do a lot of things together. So I think one night we just cracked open a bottle of wine and we thought, you know, we're going to see what kind of songs that we have lying around and see if we can put something together, you know, before we even start to write anything. So, you know, we just went a bit back in the back catalogue, started to look at songs, and basically that's how the album came about. You know, some of the songs is written 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, it was a short process, even though it's taken a long time to kind of like write the album. So yeah.
Would you say Crossfire is your strongest album to date?
I think, you know, maybe compared to the other albums, I think, you know, I've obviously been a bigger part of this album, which is great. And, you know, we've had a lot more time to produce the album, a lot more time to kind of like look at what's going to be the end product. And I think that is definitely something that will probably stand out a little bit more towards the other albums. So, you know, I'm very happy with the result. And, yeah, I think in general, it's probably the strongest release. I hope so, anyway. I hope it's going forward.
Raintown, which I absolutely adore, sees you duo with Steve Overland. It's a stunning piece. Are there plans to do some more work with Steve in the future?
Well, it was amazing to work with Steve Overland. Let me just start by saying that. It was, you know, I've always been a big fan of his voice and his band and everything. So, you know, when we set out to do a duet on the album to begin with, we kind of, it wasn't actually Raintown that was the song that we started out thinking to be the duet. It was actually Fight Fire with Rain. And I think, you know, we didn't particularly want like 2 ballads on the album, but it was 2 such great songs. And when we finally got in touch with him, we actually sent Fight Fire with Rain, and he just came back and, you know, he loved the song and he wanted to be a part of it, which was great. But I think later on I got the mix, I started to get the mixes back, and, you know, when I heard Raintown, I was like, oh no, we have to change it, we have to do this song. And, you know, he's just amazing to work with, and, you know, hopefully in the future, you know, I'll get the chance to do more stuff with him. But, you know, he's busy with his band, you know, obviously FM is his main band and things like that, but, you know, I think he loved the song, and he loved what we ended up with, and you know, he's always said to me, you know, if there's anything, let me know. So you never know.
I've been alone in Raintown since you went away, but I'm still thinking
is melodic heaven. I mean, do you think if you do some live dates that he'd make an appearance as a guest sometime?
Well, do you know what? I would absolutely love that. I do know that he's really, really busy.
Uh-huh.
But it's been something. Obviously, when we got the finished results, I wanted to make a video straight off. I was like, oh, gotta make a video to this song. But I think just the timing. I know Steve. He was like, oh yeah, let's do that. But I think he was abroad at the point where we had to have the videos done. So we just didn't have the chance to do that. But hopefully, I live in England at the moment, so I might get the chance to do something with him, which would be great. So I'll actually meet him for the first time, but properly in Italy. So that would be great.
So the album's been out a short while. What's the reactions been like from both the press and the fans so far?
Do you know what? It's been really, really good. I think it's always really nerve-wracking when you kind of like release an album and you think, oh my god, how is it going to go down? But it's gone down really well. It's gotten great reviews, and it's just people's response has been great. So so far so good. So I can't complain.
If you could pick one or two songs that encapsulates everything about ISSA today, which ones would you pick?
Oh my god, I think that's the thing about this album. Even when Frontiers asked me, they were like, which song do you want to do a video to? I'm like, I don't know, you just pick one, because they're all such great songs. But I do think New Horizon is a really good song. It's kind of like it's obviously I've moved countries and things like that, and it's been it's kind of like a song that reflects a little bit about that, even though if you think about it. So New Horizon is great. I think if you're going to look at me as an artist, I think Long Time Coming is a good mix. It's got a little bit of the first album in that song, and you've got a little bit of kind of like Crossfire in it. So it's like a good blend. Say, yeah.
Going back then, was it an easy option going down the melodic rock route? I mean, because you first sung TNT's 10,000 Lovers, is that right?
Yeah, how did you know that?
Done me research.
Wow. I think, when I started out with the cover band, I've done loads and loads of cover bands. That's when you kind of like discover what you like to do and what direction you like to sing and perform in, and what really suits you. And I think that's when I really, really realized, oh, I like to do this. This is what I really like to do. But of course, other than that, I was born in the 80s, and my parents were pretty young, so they played a lot of like 80s music and things like that. But I didn't properly realize until I was a little bit older and I started to do my own stuff that's what I like to do.
What rock, even metal bands, influenced you now, would you say?
Nowadays? Oh, gosh, I don't really know. I kind of, nowadays, I mean, we play all sorts. It is a lot of Scandinavian bands out at the moment, but, I think mostly we, in this house anyway, it goes a lot in the older songs. FM, I love FM, and I think what I would take from them, and especially Steve, is his soulness of singing, and it's quite bluesy. So I like that. But we do listen to Def Leppard, Mark Free, and I love Heart. They got great songs. As well as we do play quite a lot of modern keyboardy songs as well. So it just depends really, but it goes a little bit of everything. But I do keep my eye on everything that comes out, so I think I get a little bit of my dose all the time.
Yeah, because Norway's got a fantastic scene, and I really love Audrey Horn from Bergen.
Oh yeah, I actually saw them the other day. I think I saw that online actually. That's the thing about Norway. They do have a big music scene, which is great. It's everybody knows each other in a little sense.
Yeah.
So but I think it depends on which city you're from, because it's quite far, between the cities.
Who would be your ultimate band to share a duet with?
Oh my gosh, to share a duet. Do you know what? I actually thought about this, and I thought, Mark Free, but it's Marcy Free now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would have been quite funny, because it kind of like a lot of people do duets, male and female, but that would be quite funny because it would be an interesting blend. I think like that it would be like a bit out of the ordinary, but so I think if I could do another duet, it would be really cool to do with another woman of some form.
So I've seen you being compared to like Roxette and Heart. I'd rather say that you're more of a modern Heart. Would that be a fair comment?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like the kind of music, and the route I'm kind of like going down. Big melodies and big choruses and things like that. So I would definitely say it's down that direction. I like the power vocals, and it's got to be big. So yeah.
Got a really silly question now, so you don't have to answer it. Okay, here we go. Norway is famous for its black metal. Was being in a black metal band something you ever considered?
Oh my god, I've actually done loads of guest work for metal bands actually. That's really funny.
Black metal bands?
Huh?
Black metal bands?
Yeah, metal bands.
Mm.
I don't quite know what's... Yeah, probably like metal bands, or maybe progressive rock.
Yeah, I meant like corpse paint, that sort of thing.
Are you talking like...
Yeah!
that thing? Like, okay, yeah, probably not. If that was the way I was going to sing, no. But, I think any music style that has melodies is what I would, that's a great thing. But, I have seen a few cool bands, though, that does that kind of a thing, but still mixes it in with quite melodic stuff. They can have, like, oh, da, 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 and then it can go something singing, So, you never know, but it might be a little bit too harsh for me. My boyfriend was actually in Dimmerborger, so, I know a little bit about it.
Plans for the rest of 2015?
I was going to say I'm going on holiday. No, I'm not. You know what? Next of the year, I'm going to put up a few gigs, so that's going to be put on my Facebook site, on ISSA site.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm planning at the moment. I'm also going down to the Frontiers Festival. I'm going to go and watch Vega in Nottingham on 4th of April, and I might do a song with one of the bands there. We'll see.
Brilliant.
And yeah, just keep writing and keep, maybe focusing on, it takes a long time, doesn't it, with albums, so it's nice to start early and start to write more songs and see where we go from there.
Well, we're coming to the end now, so thanks for your time, Isabel. Is there anything you would like to say to your fans and our listeners?
Well, I just want to say thank you so much, and thanks for all the support, and I hope to see you guys around at some point.